How's it going, everybody? It's Monday night. We're trying something new. A couple of the artists wanted to start doing like a week nightly draws. I thought that was really cool. So we're gonna start doing stuff like this on Twitch and on YouTube and on Facebook and all that good jazz. Um, Eventually, it'll be over on Twitter and wow, it should go to Instagram too. But we're trying something different. I'm excited about it. It's new. We've got a lot of new things going on, and right now, I think this is a pretty cool outlet for the art team. Um, and of course, you guys can talk to the artists, and I don't know, interact, differently. We'll be able to make it so you guys can get more into the actual creation process and what's going on. I'll be hanging out on a few of these to actually, as I write, um, BSing with the artists and stuff. April's supposed to be here in a few minutes. I know she's got a lot of If It Hops stuff she's going to be working on. So a few other things, but like she mentioned on a show, I don't know, a week ago or so, a lot of us get most of our work done late at night. A lot of the ethereal team works in other countries. So, like, I mean, anywhere from Australia to Brazil. I mean, holy cow, Mexico. We've got artists in Italy. So it's just one of those things where it's easier to um, BS at night and get more work done and hang out and stuff, and be able to answer questions or be able to associate with folks that live in a different time zone. So we'll still be doing the Friday night stuff, but we're going to try to make this an easier, time period for folks to get in on it. Like, if you live in California, it's earlier than it would be if you live on the East Coast, you know what I mean, in Florida and whatnot. So this should be a way for folks to be able to interact with us that couldn't interact with us before, earlier times and all that jazz. Currently, I'm working on the second issue of the Halloween like craziness. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on? No, absolutely. It's one of those things where we want to make sure that people have the time, and can jump in on other things. So, but I currently am working on the Halloween crossover book issue 2. Issue 1 was wild as all get out. I'm also packing Fallen Leaves books, shipping Fallen Leaves books, in anticipation of If It Hops 2 getting here. So I'm trying to get all that stuff together before that goes out. I'm also working on some designs for t-shirts. We're working on new stickers. As far as new books themselves coming out, you guys got My Metal Girl that'll drop for pre-order on Friday. My Metal Girl is going to be absolutely insane. It's beautiful. I'm telling you now, a bunch of the original art's going to go really quick, so you guys are going to want to jump on those pieces. And then we've also got There Be Shadows coming out. There Be Shadows is, oh my gosh, like a love child to my, or even a tribute to my, like, the stories you'd hear as a kid in your youth and you remember, or the scary nights when you were trying to sleep and couldn't sleep. It's a very, very wild book. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Not only do you have that coming out, you've also got Where They Dwell is in development right now, and we should be getting that out in the next little while, which is going to be really, really cool. If you're into exorcisms and stuff like that, that's going to be a really, really fun book. Demons, monsters, well, the ethereal spice with it. But this is going to be a space for the artists to come in, like I was saying, and draw and hang out and BS with you guys and answer any questions you've got. And they're all very, very cordial folks. Another cool thing that we're doing with this space and bringing artists on is we're going to make it so that, again, you guys can interact with them, because a bunch of our incredible artists, they don't speak English as well as they do other languages. So this makes a space for them to be able to type back to you, because one of us will be in here hanging out with everybody all together all the time anyway. So there's always going to be 2 or 3 people in this room for the most part. So there's going to be somebody monitoring the chat and all that jazz. I may bring on somebody really cool to do that because I'm not the swiftest with that kind of thing, but I'll try to keep up with it. And we're going to be doing little giveaways. We're going to be doing almost like Twitch does something really cool. Twitch keeps up with how many hours. I appreciate that, but Twitch keeps up with how many hours that you're watching, right? Or how many minutes you're watching Twitch. It's April Rita.
Hello.
So one thing that we're thinking about doing with Twitch is doing giveaways for how long people have watched the Twitch streams, because it keeps up with each and every individual and how long they've been doing that, which is very, very cool. Twitch has so many cool things that I'm trying to learn how to use and how to work with, because it's still very, very new to me. So, like I said, this will be an art space for the artists, and there'll always be somebody here to, shoot the shit with you guys and check the comments and all that jazz. But for the most part, we're going to keep it an artist space, so that they can come in and show you all the really cool things they're working with. And not only the cool things they're working on or working with, but also show you the, the process about what they're doing. And I mentioned earlier, a lot of us, it's easier for us to work with some of the folks that we on our team later in the evening. So this is a good space for April or myself or Bladen or, any of us to just hop on and be able to, do our thing and work and stream at the same time. And I like that a lot. I think it's very, what word am I looking for? It's very,
the nuances of social media.
No touch with nuances. No, it's very, not, I don't want to say interactive, but it's very like, you know what? I took a stab at that, Shawnee. I took a stab at that. But no, it's one of those things that it makes it so you can interact with the artists more, and I like that a lot. When we were younger, there was no way we could interact with artists that we enjoyed or liked or watched. Oh, get out of here, you two. April and the nuances for the win.
It's that Creole spice, that ethereal spice.
I got your spice all day.
I'm feeling awfully spicy.
Oh, Lord.
I walked in the door, not even 5 seconds, and I looked over and there was fluff hanging out of the dog's mouth. You know how I feel about that.
Oh, Lord, you and the dog.
That dog is going to just give me a...
That dog.
Thank God he's cute.
Yeah, right on. I'm with you. So you got If It Hops pages you're fooling around with before you send them to Joseph. Yeah. Or Bladen. Jesus.
And some homebrewed coffee. Lord, it's got a kick.
I'm not a coffee guy. Not even a real caffeine guy, because I would get like those massive headaches from it. But I wish I was. I wish I was into something that could, put pep in my step in the evening or early in the morning.
I figured that the Mountain Dew kind of did that for you.
Again, I drink one like every 2 weeks. Goodness.
You get that extra kick whenever the Captain Crunch cuts through your gums and it hits the system that much faster.
No, dude, I do not eat Captain Crunch. I do not eat sugary cereals. I eat the Honey Nut bunches of oats. That's what I eat.
You're going to end up freebasing some Mountain Dew.
Just be froggy over there, lady. Just be froggy.
With my Jiffy feet.
Your nasty ass Jiffy feet can stay over there. Jesus. Gross. Bitches.
Page 9. K sees C in the crowd. They bolt down the street with K calling them. Wait, am I on the right page?
I don't know what you guys are on.
Page 8.
Don't be reading scripts out loud, though.
Why? They can't see your misspellings.
Oh.
Oh, this will be the first and the last show that we do on Twitch.
Probably.
I'm trying to figure out what this panel is. I can't remember, and I think that's why I like put it aside and I never got back to it.
Rude.
Not rude, just me being dumb.
Lord. So
the shot fired by Kay pierces the individual's. Wait. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Honey bunches of it. Oh.
That's right. I'm gonna rap about them. I'm still gonna do a T-shirt that says, just black, white, and camo.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I know that Bladen is working on Ethereal Girl T-shirts. So.
Honestly, the amazing work that Russ is doing on the website, you could literally just take that and throw it right up on a T-shirt and any backboards or billboards.
Absolutely, I love that. He did an amazing
job.
That was I don't want to call it a montage. It was like a collage of all those characters.
Oh man, he's doing a bang up job. I have to admit, I am very impressed.
Well, he's
not that I wasn't gonna be. I mean, whatever. He's a good dude and stuff. I'm just saying that, like, whenever you're kind of in the funk, you come across something cool, and then you're like, "Oh, that's from my buddy's like comic company." Then you feel real good about it. I'm not gonna lie. That's how I felt.
That's my shit, though. Oh shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it for sure. Yeah, so we got Bladen working on T-shirts. We got a bunch of stuff going on right now. Bunch of stuff. Those covers from Mr. Tipton are fucking banging.
No doubt, right?
Oh my
God. So excited. He and I. So for anybody that doesn't know, we've got some really incredible artists that are stepping into the limelight. Some have been friends of mine for a very, very long time. Derek Tipton is one of the newest members that we've invited to work on some of our IPs, our products. And he is one of those artists that like I've known for a real long time. Like we used to do draws over at the local comic shop in Phoenix, and I haven't lived there in 5 years. So we go way back.
We should get him on a show.
Maybe. I don't know. That dude, he is pretty damn busy, just like most of our.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we don't have team members that aren't busy. You know what was really cool? I'll say this because it's no one gives a shit. But this is just something cool that happened. So I'm sitting here and I'm working on this book today, and I'll tell you, I was a Spawn fan, like from issue 1 to like 115, like die hard Spawn fan, and like I owned all the issues.
Pretty random.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. I loved everything that he put into those books. And I mean all the side stories, everything. I still own all of it, and really love the writing, all of it, and the colors. I mean, it blew us away as kids, right? And so I'm sitting here working on this book, and Dan Kemp, who is a team member of ours, has been on our team for about a year now. He reached out to me and he was like, "Dude, you're doing really good." And I was like, I hadn't even said anything to him today. Like, I hadn't even and I was just like, well, thank you. You know what I mean? And this guy worked on Spawn like through our youth and shit. And I'm like, that's just dope as fuck. So No, it was really cool. And another update this week, I spoke to Dan Wickline for about an hour. He's going to be on the show with us Friday night. So I'm pretty hyped about that.
I'm pretty nervous about that.
You should be nervous about it
I
because
probably should be because, like, he saw me way before I was
use a
snarky
baby.
polished.
Yeah. So anyway, so Dan's going to be on the show, but he was just talking to me about the brand and talking to me about where his new story that he's working on is, how that's coming along and stuff. And like I said, I read the script for issue 1 for his new book. Dan Wickline has got a new book coming out through us, and we're really excited about it. So that's in early development right now. But I was talking to him about his script, and he was just thrilled about it. I was absolutely thrilled about it because we really don't have anything like, we've got Fallen Leaves, which is a very much fantasy oriented D&D type of thing. But we really don't have any like knights in shining armor or anything like that. So the fact that he's going like doing some Uther Pendragon stuff is very, very cool. That's really, really neat stuff. And I'm not educated enough on the subject to go into detail about how Arthur was born and all that jazz. But it's going to be a lot of fun. From what I've seen of it, I think everybody's really going to enjoy it. It's a different direction than our normal storytelling, so I'm pretty hyped about that. Man, we got My Metal Girl this week coming up, like this week. Holy crap!
Can't believe it. It's awesome.
Time flies, doesn't it? Like
it really does.
Like I remember when that wasn't even in like your give a damn window. Like you didn't even give a shit that My Metal Girl was coming.
I feel bad. I still haven't read it yet.
Well, My Metal Girl is about a 21-year-old tinker that builds metal girls for metal girl competitions. And I'm very excited about it. He's also got a friend of his, an engineering student, and she's a great character. She's also a very jealous lady, so that's going to come into play a lot in My Metal Girl and her interactions with our main characters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But think about like what if, do you remember Weird Science?
I know the show. I know the movie poster.
Right. So they created their like perfect chick, right?
Yeah.
And so look at like that. Like My Metal Girl is you being able to make your perfect chick and then throw her into a battle royale with other people's perfect chicks.
See, I don't know. I'd be real nervous if she's going to get all messed up, and then with the COVID shutdown, you can't find the parts.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's still the case with some things.
I know.
Jesus, no, but there's it's a lot of fun. If you think about like a battle royale with these chicks that are like super strong or using lasers or doing their thing, but then you've also got this like corporate espionage level to the story, right? You've got all these companies that are in there trying to win. Some of them are cheating, some of them are doing all they can to take that that W home, because they get huge sums of money and they also get extra parts, or they can request certain things, and it's a very fun concept. It's an ongoing series. It is our first manga type of book. It is not a manga size; it is a regular comic size book, but it is a manga, and it'll be an absolute blast to show you guys that book. We've got a bunch of beautiful covers. We've actually got a mangaka that's doing all the interior art, including the colors, which is, oh my gosh, so cool. Man, Zai is very, very talented. I spoke with him today, and he's working on pages right now. So very, very thrilled about that. And like I was telling everybody, April, this is a good time for us because everybody's asleep, so we can kind of do our own thing and work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what does it feel like? Let me ask you this. What does it feel like to work on If It Hops when you've, been enjoyed it since we started working on it originally?
Um, I am nervous. I'm hoping it's well received. I am excited to be working with Blade and Hunter on it. I've never. No, I take that back. It's very rare when you get to do a co-collaboration with somebody that you really do know and that you do get to work with. I mean, it's one thing if we came into it with like a passion project or something, but we're doing something I think that is pretty unique in our remote world. Um I don't know. I hope that I am able to capture the storytelling that is important to the story. I hope that the artwork is up to par with what everybody in the ethereal family expects.
Yes, they're friends.
I'm excited. I'm excited. This is one of the only books that I would have been like, hell yeah, let me pull out my my tiny
Mr.
fucking
Fellow.
pencil with no eraser and go to town on it. So
No,
um,
it's an amazing thing to see. Like when the two of you broached working on it to me, I was over the moon about it, to be honest with you, because I
mhm,
mean, I hold both of you in such high regard that it was a very interesting amalgamation of talents to put together. You know,
mhm.
I've between you, Bladen, and David Acampo are the longest people that I've worked with consecutively. In this industry together. So it was like, wow, man, having all three of them in one book is pretty damn cool, in my opinion.
Agreed. That is pretty awesome. I hadn't really thought about that, but I'll tell you what, I got a little tingle of that giddiness that you got, or what you get when you see your baby come to life as these colored pages come in. So I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I
they
did
look
that,
good, don't they? They
right?
look really, really good. And speaking of Jimmy, what's going on, man? Gabriel, how are you? No, it's almost like, yeah, Jimmy. It'd be like a Holy cow! I should have been watching these comments. I'm so sorry. I was sucked into these pages. Um, no, it's one of those things where like if you and thanks Jimmy, I appreciate it, brother. If you looked at Real Steel, but then threw Real Steel into the Hunger Games, is what it would be like, right? Like you've got like 8 different units that have just been dropped into the middle of nowhere. And that's not even talking about team battles. This is just regular battle royales in the My Metal Girl world. So eventually you will see Jin and his team when he takes all the girls to, put them in the battles. But there's so much more to it, like I said, story-wise and everything else. There's so much going on. Not only do you have the battles, you've got the corporate espionage, you've also got the stuff that's going on with Jin's grandfather and his disappearance, and the things that he left behind for Jin to make him a better tinker. You know, it's one of those things where I have just what's going on, David? I've had such a good time writing it. Like I've really had such a good time working on My Metal Girl, and I have a good time working on all our books, to be fair. But My Metal Girl has been really weird with me. Like, I can't put it down. Like, I sit with it. I literally sit with it, and I'll be there for 6 or 7 hours working on an issue and not even realize time has gone by. Like most of the time I'll sit in my office and I'll be like, man, I'm getting real kind of like ready to get up. You know what I mean? I've been in here long enough. I've worked long enough. It's time to get up and do something. Time to get up and walk, drink, do something, get out of this fucking chair for a minute. But
Grab a
uh,
bowl of cereal.
yeah, eat a bowl of cereal, fuck something. It's the nuances of being a fucking comic book writer,
Right?
No.
Yeah. Get that nuance.
um, no, speaking of poking at being a comic book writer, um, I really am excited about the t-shirts. I'm really excited about the new hashtags. There's a lot that is going on in the brand right now that's just so much fun. You
We have
know,
a new hashtag.
the hashtag ethereal girl,
Oh,
um, which is a lot of fun to me because those of us that are, a little older will know what it's like or know where that came from. You know. Oh yeah, well, Jimmy, funny, we were talking about Spawn earlier, right? One of the early I have the shittiest memory in the world, but one of my earliest memories was reading Spawn with Jimmy fucking Green. One of my earliest memories. Um, and it's one of those things where, as you grow up and you're looking at these things, and then all of a sudden you're doing them, and it's just so very different. It's so insane. Yeah, no, I was definitely obsessed with Spawn. Like I had a like a fucking unnatural obsession for Todd McFarlane's writing because he broke the mold. Like he was doing things that we hadn't seen, you know. So to come in, and that's always our goal, is to give you guys things you haven't seen or things you haven't received before, and are out of the norm, Babes, Gore, and Dinosaurs, I think, is an entirely different thing all of its own. I don't think we've ever seen anything like it ever. Um, we were talking about that book today because David Acampo is finishing up colors on issue 4 right now. Yeah, man, I've got to send you a care package, man. We'll get you caught up on the ethereal world and all these ethereal girls. But he like David Acampo is another one that I am still like over the moon that has been with us for a very long time. And I say a long time, but he's been working with me like 3.5 years. I mean, ethereal hasn't even been around that long, but he and I have been working on comics together for that long. And it's just been phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. I remember reaching out to him about a line artist, and he had put me toward this dude and was like, that's my buddy. He's been working with me forever. Da da da. Da. So we start doing work. We were going to work together, and the dude was like, I messed my hand up, and as soon as he messed his hand up, he like was out of comics for like 7 months, 8 months. And I was like, oh man. And I remember David reaching out going, hey, do you have a spot for a colorist? And I was like, yeah, well, I'm sure I can figure something out. And not only did he color for me, but he did the line work for a couple prints that we had. And I remember thinking they were just absolutely phenomenal. Hey man, thanks, Gabriel. I appreciate it, man. Very, very much. And Gabriel's been hanging out with fucking Ethereal for a long time too, man. He's a good dude. An artist in his own right. And but we were putting these pieces out, and I just remember thinking, man, as soon as I can give David his own book, I'm gonna give his own book. And we started with Greed, and Greed was the book that April came on with. And I still have a cover of her slab somewhere.
I've still got some artist proofs that you gave me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I try to get a slab of every book that we do.
Oh, cool.
And I know I've got one of that cover around here somewhere.
That is kind of where it all started, huh?
Oh, absolutely. And I remember you telling me how like it reminded you of your childhood and stuff. And it's one of those things where again, as we grow as a brand and as we grow. Oh, absolutely, Jake. More listener coming. Ed Garcia is working on issue 5 right now. So as soon as that's done, we'll get that mailed out to everybody. But he's putting in the work on that, and it's looking great. I'm a big fan of his work. I'm a big fan of putting out the listener. I think the listener is still my biggest passion project. It's like it got everything started, and I'm so grateful for that book. And
still think you need to turn that into a novella or a novel or something.
Yeah, well, we keep talking about it. All of us have been talking about it. Like you, me, Bladen, Heather's been talking about it. It's one of these books where I am one of those people that, kid write and write and write and write. You know what I mean? Like I could sit down and
Mhm.
nonstop, and I think a novel would be a good place for the listener to be. So yeah, I mean, in the next year and a half or so, maybe we'll see a first draft of, you know, a listener novel. I think that'd be pretty dope. I appreciate that, Jake. Um, I'm I would love to take all the stories that we've got written right now and put them in an actual novel for the listener. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Um, right now, my big focus though is getting the brand built out this year so we can start doing shows again next year. And um, I'm still writing like daily, but I'm focusing energies toward expansion and growth and stuff like that. But um, I'm having a hell of a lot of fun with these Halloween books, though. Like, oh my gosh, when is Listener hitting Netflix, or if it hops or Dino Smut? Um,
That's
you know,
clever.
Dino Smut will be the first thing that gets sent to Netflix, probably, just because of
Or
uh,
Hulu.
what it is. You know what I mean? And um, certain it's just real easy, right? Like BGD is a book that you can really enjoy by picking it up, and you can just go, yes, I really like that. Thank you, Shawnee. It's I want to say it was Stan Lee that was like, you only get one first issue with a reader. If you only get one first issue, and it doesn't matter what issue it is they've picked up, it's still their first issue. And that's the time you get to shine with a reader. And I think all of our books have been a lot of fun for folks. We've still got a ton of books that are showing up. um yeah, Jake, you've got an April commission for Greed for sure. um she had a lot of fun doing that. But there's so many cool books, but BGD always stands out to me as this really just rambunctious book. This, like, rough and tumble, beautiful, beautiful book. And it was the first book that I set out to make larger than life, if that makes any sense. Because The Listener was a book that I put out in grief, to be honest. It was when Les died, and I was, trying to get all my heart onto paper. And my uncle dying was a big deal. So The Listener is loosely based on my uncle and things that he taught us and told us in stories. And it's evolved since then for sure. But I think BGD was the book that it was the first book I worked with Blade and Hunter on. And I was like, we're just going to make it larger than life. It's going to be huge. I appreciate that, Jake. I mean, I hear that a lot, and it really touches my heart, and I appreciate that so very much. What you got going on there, April?
Hmm?
What you got going on?
I'm trying to decide what this is.
Hold on. You want to send it to me in a messenger, like blown up, and I can describe it?
No.
Okay, then don't.
I'm not gonna. It's gonna be fine. It's one of two things, and I'm.
It can only be one of two. um, and for those of you guys that haven't seen some of the Metal Girl stuff or the new If It Hops stuff, um, the new If It Hops covers are absolutely beautiful. And that's the book April's working on right now, issue 3. We had some beautiful, beautiful covers on that book. Tons of fun, tons of fun on that book. We do plenty of wheat cakes and whatnot too. So,
You say wheat cakes?
I did say wheat cakes. Um, but it was a really fun issue to put together so far, and it's been amazing to watch the development of it. Here's one of the pages colored. Um, Absolutely just awesome, super super fun. But we were talking about My Metal Girl. and I am super ready, super ready for my metal girl. You know, and I keep seeing it's funny because I'll get excited, right? Because we've got all this stuff coming out. Yeah, Gabriel, right? We've got all this stuff coming out, and I've told you guys before though, I don't get to see the stuff, and I'm thankful because there's so much of it. But I normally don't see it till we're right at the end process, and I need to see it or I need to approve something because April and Bladen are so good at their jobs. I really don't worry about much. I let them handle their stuff, but I see the stuff as it's coming, and it blows my mind. Like it blows my mind. Like, look at this cover. Oh my gosh. Look at that cover. Like, if that's not the prettiest shit, man. Like, we're gonna do something special with that cover from Tina. We're gonna do something real special with that one. But man, we've got so much cool new stuff coming out. I mean, I can't show you guys a lot of my metal covers, my metal girl covers, because we're on Twitch, and we appreciate Twitch, and we're gonna respect how they want us to do things. But there's a lot of really cool stuff coming, guys. Like the interiors are absolutely beautiful. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Again, I wish I could show you guys more on Twitch or on video, but we gotta make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. But you guys can find any of the images that I post. You can find the wild versions on the Instagram, on the Facebook, and stuff like that if you really wanted to look for them. But we were talking about this cover the other night. It was really cool too. Check that out. Like, how dope. Just
Okay.
Man.
I'm a liar. I sent it to you via email.
You sent it to me via email. All right. Well, I'm going to let you talk for a minute to everybody, and I will look at this real quick. Get your talk on.
Watermelon.
You got to talk on.
What?
You can talk.
Oh, I know. That's why I said watermelon. Oh. You know, like an English exercise.
Mess.
Just trying to be entertaining and somewhat appropriate. Somewhat.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Yep. So
it's the third panel?
It is.
Okay.
I can't tell if it is Declan beside the demolished car that they fell upon, or if it is a bird's eye view looking down on the rooftop of the demolished car. And that's supposed to be both Kay and Declan.
You keep calling him Declan, and we're going to fight. Anyway.
Well, it's a good thing you're 500 miles away. I don't know. It was misspelled somewhere.
No. Honestly, I don't know what he was going for in that panel. Because I don't know.
Okay. Good talk.
Yeah, good talk. I'm trying to figure it out.
It could go either way. I don't know, Twitch folk. What do you think? Should we do a demolished rooftop of a car?
I that's what it looks like, right? It looks like but he didn't have a gun, so I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know what he was going for.
I'm just going to draw what I want. Fuck it.
Oh, Lord.
And we're live.
Yeah. Crazy as April.
Well,
all right.
This is how we get ratings.
Oh my gosh. Getting things done. Doing the stuff. Doing the things.
All the stuff and all the things. It's going to be great.
He's not going to do anything but kick our asses later.
He's just going to change it to what he wants. I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, look, when it comes to pages, I write the stuff down and you guys go to town. That's about how it works.
Ooh. And you're a poet and you didn't even know it.
Yeah. Get it?
Aw,
Got it?
snap.
Aw.
This is cultural slam night here
Oh my
in
goodness.
Twitch land.
Cultural slam night in Twitch land.
Well, well, with I don't know, wherever we are, and
We're in all kinds of places. Currently, we are live on Facebook, Twitch, and the YouTube.
excellent.
So we are all over the proverbial
So
internet.
we're bound to get canceled off of 1 out of 3, right?
1 out of 3 is probably going to have had enough of our shenanigans. But
they're like, she's gone off script. I could tell. We're just
oh
going
my
to give
God.
her a violation. I'm sure that there's
Chancellor
something that we can come up with to make it stick.
There's an anthropomorphic rabbit.
I swear I saw a titty.
No, you didn't. You not on here.
Oh
Get
my
me kicked
God.
off of here. I'm trying to get us places. Don't be getting us kicked out of places.
I'm getting us press.
This is why we can't go to nice places.
This is very true. That
when we go to Vegas, we get drunk at fucking Bubba Grump Shrimp.
Oh my God. That was a good time.
It was a good time, and that was dead serious. Bubba Grump, man, I'll hang out in Vegas there. It's a good time.
Well, no. We got drunk at Re-Raw. We were pretty tame.
Did get drunk at Re-Raw.
Oh my God.
That was the cool.
So
if you guys go to Vegas, you gotta hit that place.
And then have the waitress treat you like she's your family. Oh, you won't be
She's not gonna treat you like family. She wants to treat you like you want her to treat you like your scum. So she'll talk shit to you.
That's right.
Be under my boot, bitch.
Least favorite cousin.
Yeah, least favorite cousin. Right. And some people are into that. Whatever. I'm no judge.
Oh man, I will gladly view it. I'm like, quick, tell me something awful. Here's a tip.
$15 to spit on me.
She would too. Do it for free.
I'm not gonna spit on you, I promise, but you'll enjoy Re-Raws. It's a great place to go. Like, absolutely amazing place to go. We ate at a lot of really nice places when we were there the last time. Yeah, man, Gabriel, you got to get on it, dude. We're doing a giveaway right now, man, for the next 3 weeks. If you follow us on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, we're giving away we're doing a giveaway for a original piece of art. So, pretty pumped about that.
Wow, you're going straight for the good stuff, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I tell you all the time, we have the best friends, fans, and followers you can have. So I want to make sure we're taking care of people. Again, it's important because as kids, we couldn't afford original art like that, and so I want to make sure that folks can get things. Yeah. You can't go into Marvel anymore and go, hey, look, I want to get an original page without paying an arm and a leg. Same thing with DC.
Mm-hmm.
And most of it's digital anyway.
Yeah.
So if we can hook people up with things they don't have, or
I was meaning it to be complimentary.
No, for sure, absolutely, it is a compliment. I am always trying to do for you guys the best that we can possibly do because we're grateful. Again, you guys are the lifeblood of the brand. God, that's fucking hard to say 5 times fast. Lifeblood of the brand. But no, we're having a ton of fun with everything we've got going on. I was going to show you guys a couple of my Metal Girl pieces, but everyone I want to bring up is like a faux pas. Like I can't. But I will show you this. Check out this cover for.
2 of them.
Yeah, there's a couple. Check out this cover for There Be Shadows that's coming out in like a month. That's going to be really, really cool. That was David Acampo and Dan Alvera, right? Or not David Acampo, sorry, Bladen Hunter and
Dan Alvera. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful stuff, man.
Absolutely.
Like, holy crap. Like, I was completely blown away by that cover when I saw it. We've got a lot of really cool stuff coming out. I think we've got Cretaceous coming out. I know that that's just in your window, right? Like that's just in your give a damn window.
No, it's pretty solid in the give a
Is
damn
it? Is it in
window.
there
Yeah,
pretty
like
good now?
it's not the next one after My Metal Girl, but the one after that. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's
So
definitely in
Cretaceous is
there.
a Cretaceous biohazard. Was originally going to be called, due to the water cooler, Utah VD.
No, you wanted to call it the rot, and I couldn't
I
get
did want
past
to call
it.
it the Rot.
Nobody want no. Look,
What a
no,
cool title, the Rot. Right?
no. It makes me think of crotch rot. It's gross. Don't do it.
So then,
Never ever.
so then April was like, "Why don't you just call it Utah VD?" And I was like, "Oh
Yeah,
my god,
I would have taken that any day.
ew,
Ugh.
ew,
Like, no,
gross,
you are.
gross." Anyway,
God.
so we went to Cretaceous, uh, biohazard, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. It's zombies, dinosaurs, lots of camo. No, I'm just kidding.
Black, white, and camo.
Black, white, and camo.
It's the bread and butter of ethereal.
That's right. You get a couple new ethereal girls. You're getting Salt, and you're getting Siren from that book. Great characters as well. A lot of fun with them. But as much as My Metal Girl coming up is going to have probably the most nudity any ethereal book has ever had in it, Cretaceous is probably the goriest ethereal book we've ever done.
And that's got to say something.
It really, well, after that issue 2 of BTD where Ricky's fucking ripping people to shit while he's butt ass naked in this sauna.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me see. I bet I can post. I think I can post an image of that. I don't think I'll get in trouble. Let me see if I can pull up one of those Ricky sauna pages.
I love that you're trying to take a chance on that.
To not
don't even give this a chance to actually work before you get fined.
Oh my god. It's gore. I don't think I can get in trouble for gore. I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
We'll find out though, I guess. I'm a big fan of them pages. Those are pretty pages. Watch, I can't even find them anyways.
Excuse me.
I've got so much art that
There was some chunkage on the bottom of my coffee cup.
Ew. Ew. Ew.
Oh man. That was
Ew.
not good. What?
Probably not. Chunk in the bottom of anything is not great.
Chewing my coffee for the benefit.
Ew, dude. What?
Oh yeah.
Who does that? No.
Desperate artists at the midnight hour.
Desperate artists
leading a triple life.
Jesus Christ. This is my life's blood. I drink the coffee. I put it straight in my veins.
The grounds that slip through
You God,
the back of your throat.
Gross. I'm still trying. I don't know. I thought I could find them. I thought they'd be somewhere I could just grab them easily enough.
They probably are, but you didn't label it.
That's probably exactly what it is. If I had labeled it, I would have found it. I did find this page from that issue. I loved this page. Like, every time we put out a new issue of BGD, I'm always blown away by the cityscape when we bring this book to life. It's always larger than life, and I'm a huge fan of everything that Bladen and David do with that book. We can show you Steph Wilson's cover for Cretaceous. That turned out really cool. I mean, I know a bunch of y'all are fans of Steph Wilson and Carrie Ann, so love that cover. Super fun. Here's another BGD page I can show without getting me in trouble. Anyway, though, you have any plans for this weekend, Miss Raina?
Today is Monday.
Yeah, it's coming up. You're not planning ahead?
No.
Me neither. Don't feel bad.
Oh man, I can't think that far ahead. Now by Wednesday or Thursday I might be able to tell you, but at the moment No, we've had a pretty eventful
Y'all have had a
day. Yeah,
pretty busy week already, huh?
no doubt. I had two
90
birthday
birthday
parties to
parties
hit.
and
Yeah. We had two birthday parties. What was really cool is that one of them was go-kart racing,
yeah.
and Mouse placed first and Amelita placed second
Woo!
in one of the practice runs. And
No
I just
way.
thought that that was cool. And
That is awesome.
yeah, considering that she's 8 and her sister's like gonna be is like 15, I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So she
Go
made it look
Mouse, go!
easy. Then like whenever the real race happened, there was this one 8-year-old that like kept running into the bumpers or something, and they kept having to do the safety like pause everybody so they could get him like situated.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it'd be real good for like, I don't know, 60 seconds, and then like they'd have to pause it, and then good for another 60 seconds and then pause it. And so
Jesus.
it kept messing up. Amelita was constantly like, oh, I just can't. I just get to like a halfway decent speed, and then all of a sudden, like it stopped again. I'm like, I'm sorry, but
It's gonna be okay.
I know she was real excited she was gonna win, and I don't think so, because there was one kid who actually knew what he was doing. So
Oh gosh, yeah.
yeah, so she actually wound up placing second overall, and
Right on.
the other kid that actually knew what he was doing was like a whole lap ahead or something.
Oh,
But
I have covers I can show that are not gonna get me in trouble. Hold on.
you just looking to sell the cow with the farm, just like here, look at all the good stuff. You leave nothing to tease and tantalize.
No, they deserve to see the cool stuff. It's Monday night. They work their asses off. Mondays suck.
Well, today's a holiday, so I hope it didn't suck too bad.
Heather had to work today.
Sucker.
So,
Sorry.
the only, you know, I could have been fucking open,
Hey, look,
but
I worked in the hospital for like 2 decades. We worked 24 hours a day. Like it was a lot. So
you know, I really think this was a fun cover. I think Elsie did a great job on this one. It was a lot of fun.
yeah.
And I like the trade dress. I know you guys think it's weird, but I like the trade dress. I'm about it. Like just there's something about it to me. It's fun. I'm excited about everything that is going on. I'm excited to see your beautiful work that you're working on.
I
So,
just, you know what?
hmm,
There's some sense of like peace in the world whenever I can just sit and do this. And it makes me
imagine,
excited because I don't get to do it very often.
for sure. It's one of those things where I imagine it's like very to me, like when I see you guys do it, it's very like um surreal, right? It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't even feel real, like getting to see you guys put the work in on the pages and stuff. Because again, coming from somebody that's collected comics their whole lives, then go into publishing, it's very, you're on the other side of the fence. Because I owned a shop before. I did the selling. I was on the side of the fence there. But then going into actually producing my own books was something that was phenomenal and just is wild to see.
Well, I have to admit, it's really interesting to see the different ways that people create. Because some people only work digitally, some
Right?
people only work, traditionally. Some people have real fancy pen sets. I've got a fancy pencil if I
Yeah.
wanted to use it,
Right.
but I don't.
But I don't want to use the fancy one. I
I
like
like
my little nubby one.
there's something real cool about stealing a pencil
Oh my
and
god.
then drawing with it.
Give me that nubby pencil.
Like, I don't care. Well, it's like Frank Cho when he does his ballpoint beauties. Like, those are just pens he steals from the bank. Like, why not?
Man, but his ballpoint is ridiculous, though.
Oh, for
Oh
sure.
my
I mean,
god, man!
whatever.
Like,
But just because, look, you don't always need to have the fanciest shit in order to create good shit. That's my
no,
point.
for sure. No, I agree entirely.
And
Absolutely.
so, yeah, like, can I find a better pencil? Absolutely. But this does the job that I need it to do. And I can't have anything nice. My kids steal it.
Right,
Um,
and you're comfortable with it. You know what I mean? I think
if I
that's
lose it, I'm not upset.
right. Yeah, no, for
um,
sure.
and then it becomes a game. Like, how low can it go?
Oh
Until I
my
can't
gosh.
use it no more.
How long can you draw with your nub?
No doubt. I've got a few that are pretty low. I think the current lowest running pencil I have is this one right here.
What? Wow. And you can still use that bullshit. I don't believe
No
it.
doubt. Well, because what you do is you just stick it into a pencil or a brush
Shut
extender.
up.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, you bet. I'm like, why do you need an extender for a brush? Like, that's weird. But whatever. I use them for pencils.
That's amazing. Yeah. Arting 101, folks.
No doubt.
April Reyna.
And then, like, sometimes they're a little wide, so you just put a little piece of tape or something on the end of it just to kind of fill the void,
For
you
sure.
know?
I
Yeah.
remember one of the first tips I saw from you was how to fix your Copic markers when they're dry.
Oh my God, yes. Don't ever throw your dry marker away because you can actually interchange the caps. Sometimes they just don't have a good seal. So you can adjust them. You can pop the color tab off the end and intermingle them so that you can, you know, make it whole again.
Make it whole again.
I don't know. It's a thing.
It
But
is
yeah,
definitely a thing. I
I
agree.
tried I tried to order a bunch of extra caps from the US distributor and they're like, "Yeah, we don't do that."
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
"Oh, okay." They were like willing to replace, I think it was like 4 markers or something. So I got like the 4 that I needed or whatever, and then from there I've just been exchanging the tops because it's because what I mean is that you can literally pop this part off,
Right.
and so you can move the caps from one marker to another, and then put the appropriate cap back on.
Yeah.
And then that way you're just basically recycling and creating better fits for your markers.
That
So
makes sense.
because you can always buy refillable ink, or if it's just dried out, you can just put the colorless blender ink in
Right.
and reactivate the marker.
Right on.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
pretty
neat.
damn cool, man.
It sure is. Those
Yeah,
things
see,
are
Gabriel's
expensive.
like, well, I've been throwing them away. Thanks for the tip.
Don't throw them away. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
they're
throw
too damn
them
expensive to throw away,
away.
dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, yeah. Because
Yeah, they're
then,
way too expensive.
yeah, because you can even like pull the tips out and use them for something else. Like if you have a light colored tip, move it over to a dark colored ink or something. Like no harm,
Yeah,
no foul. Nobody cares, and
right on.
it'll eventually just cycle itself through. I don't know. I hate wasting money. I absolutely hate
Yeah,
wasting money.
for sure.
If
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah, if the I had gotten into the Copic uh I don't know, circus or whatever.
Circus.
Well, I don't know. It's like a whole weird thing. You being a comic collector probably have an appreciation for it. Where you want to be, you've got like a collector's mentality, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Where you gotta get them all, like
That's
Pokemon.
it. That's it.
And so you get these swatch guides or whatever where you can, run your ink across so you can figure out what color you need, and you can just kind of like whatever, see what you have. And then like whenever you go to the art store, just pull this out of your purse or your glove compartment or whatever, see what you need so you don't buy duplicates, and go that route. Well, after a while, you sit there and go, well, yeah, I'm missing this one. Would I ever use it? Do I use any of these? No. But the collector's vibe in me goes, yeah, 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 I should just get it. I'm like, ah. So you're constantly fighting with yourself. Now, if I would have had access to all of these Copic marker knockoffs that have surfaced since the marker distribution interruption that happened like a year
The
before
Great
COVID
Marker
shut down.
Famine. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
The Great Marker Famine.
Yes, yes. Um, it was like a year before the COVID shutdown too, so you can't even blame COVID.
Oh
It
no.
was literally a distribution issue. They found out that there was like a huge upsell to the Western market. They were going to take a stand against it or something,
Yeah.
and were no longer going to sell to them, which meant that anything that was out in the wild was now all of a sudden hard to find.
Okay.
So what what happens when something's real hard to find and you need it? Inflated pricing. Yes. So I'm hope they're fucking happy with themselves.
The bastards. To use
Anyway, so then
oh,
they wound up redesigning the replacement ink well, and cutting that from 25 cc's down to 12 cc's and charging the same price that they were charging anyway. Also, hope they're real happy with themselves. Anyway, not I don't know. All I know is that it left the market wide open for a lot of people to experiment and find alternatives to Copic. But I was so far down that rabbit hole that there was literally like no reason for me to go hunting for another brand. I was already too far in. God knows I crashed out my vacation time just to get my first introductory set. So,
right. Yeah, no kidding. They're expensive as shit.
and then Hobby Lobby stopped selling individual markers, and we're selling Copics for $2 a piece. So I just went in there and cleaned house.
Yeah, right. Go in there, just grab like all of them and leave.
Yeah.
I'm about that. Or
$200
you save
later.
your coupon, you save your Hobby Lobby coupon to go in there when they've got a pack of them. Yeah.
No. Well, maybe. But you can buy individual markers with the coupon from Michael's and
Oh,
go
right
and
on.
get like a 60% off or something. Yeah. But just to get one marker, it's like, so unless they're like real conveniently close. I don't know. There's a ton of ways to do it. It's just, being patient and finding the right sales and stuff. I don't know. But
I'm with you.
yeah, like
Well, it's like as an artist, I mean, like, I look the whole the starving artist thing, whatever. But we're all working full-time jobs with this, and we're all doing well. So there's
mm-hmm.
now it's a different game than it was when we were younger, and we were all fighting just to exist and live, and so like
Nah,
yeah,
there's
sure
there's
you
room in this industry for
that's
everybody.
it. So save your pennies, you know what I mean? Do what you can.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, I'll say this. I had a gentleman reach out to me, and I normally don't talk to folks about positions in the company anymore. That's not really my side of the house anymore. But, a lot of times people will come to me and they're, like, hey, look, can I get a job, or will you look at my portfolio, or will you look at this, will you look at that? And half the time when I tell you that it's not for us, it's not because you're not good enough. A lot of times I'm trying to be respectful to you. You know what I mean? There's just not a spot. But um, when you start looking at skill levels, right? If someone comes at you and is like, "Hey, man, you should practice this or work on this," it's really probably because they're trying to help you. They're not trying to. They gain nothing from being ill toward you. So that's not what they're doing. They're really literally going. At least in my case, I'm literally going, "Hey, tighten up this or tighten up that, and come back in a year or two." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're going, "Hey, look, you have no future in this." It's literally we're trying to help you have a future. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because like we talk about comics is like music. There's a bajillion people trying to get into it. So go out there, do your best. Take the tips. Like April right now is giving you liquid gold, like telling you how to save money on markers, telling you how to keep these markers alive. Those markers are so expensive, it's stupid. Like
Yeah.
codecs are ridiculous. So if you're finding ways to stretch them out, man, oh man, I would do it. I am so. It's funny. In April had.
Something else that's also really helpful is that a lot of students will go and buy them
Mhm.
at full price, and then they'll drop their classes or whatever during the spring and fall semesters and find out that they can't return alcohol markers
Right.
to the art stores. So then they try to unload them, sometimes at a fraction of the cost.
There you go.
And so, or towards the end of the semester, they're trying to unload them because they got to move out of their dorm or whatever, and they
Right.
can't pack them. So you can sometimes find incredible deals on either gently used or brand new markers off of Craigslist,
Oh yeah.
eBay, and some of those other resale shops or online vendors. I got my very first set of Prismacolor markers just to see if I would like them. There was like 120 in a box.
Yeah.
I got it for $60.
Whoo, man, you
And
can't beat that.
no. And I was just like, I just want to try them out and see if I like them because I don't want to
Yeah.
buy something brand new and find out I don't like them. So I took a chance and I loved them. And then I started, really getting into it once I had an idea of what I actually liked or wanted or whatever. So that might be something that is helpful to somebody out there anywhere in the
For
world,
sure. I
because
absolutely agree.
it's like architecture students, interior design students, art students, not so much art students, but like the ones that have to like build out models and stuff.
Yeah.
Most art students have to actually buy paints and colored pencils. So that's I had when I was in art school, I didn't have to buy markers.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, those might be really helpful avenues for up and comers in the event that you can benefit from that.
Right on. I love that. Fucking A. How cool. What's
Mm-hmm.
going on, Dan? We were actually just talking about him a minute ago.
Hi,
What up, Dan?
how you doing?
He saw that I had posted a picture from Cretaceous and said that
Oh,
we need to get him on, and I was like, well, we're gonna have you on something.
oh,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
We're definitely
Absolutely.
gonna put him on something.
We're
Um,
just waiting for the line arts to come in and then we can start assigning some stuff and some things.
yeah, man, we're gonna show off that beautiful cover that you did for There Be Shadows before shortly, dude. Ready for that one? Yes. I don't know. There's all kinds of cool ass shit going on right now.
Yeah.
Um, you know, for what we've got 3 new IPs in as many months right now. So you guys are gonna get to see all kinds of cool new stuff. Dan's an incredible colorist, guys. Like, wait, as soon as you guys get to start seeing more and more of his work through us, you'll really, really appreciate it. Really, really talented dude. Um, oh yeah, man, I absolutely love it. I've loved everything you've turned in, bro. I'm sold on Mr. Olvera. So, um, but we'll definitely have you on some new stuff coming up shortly. Um, man, oh man, speaking of stuff coming up, man, we've even got Where They Dwell coming up. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good time.
It is going to be such a good time. Like again, that's another one I've been sucked into lately. Where They Dwell is a lot of fun. If I
I
wasn't
don't know
working
about fun. I would say a thrill.
for sure, it's very thrilling. It is a I don't know if how to even classify that first issue, to be honest with you. I just had a ton of fun with it. Um, it's very in your face, and I think, but to be fair, a lot of ethereal is in your face, but it's very, um,
What
yeah.
was that? What was that movie where Charlize Theron and was it Keanu Reeves? They were like a married couple and they moved into this building and he was accidentally working for the devil or something and
Oh,
she was real scared.
that was where he was a lawyer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Chat. What was the name of that movie?
I get a lot of vibe from like that style of movie into this type of a script.
Was it? No, it wasn't Devil. It was the Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's Devil's Advocate. I think that, yeah, I could definitely see that a lot in that. You'll face a lot of different demons and monsters and devils and whatnot in that book. So I think it's a lot of fun. Um, but it's very much a tit for tat in the storytelling with that book. So I think
Mm.
people will enjoy it. Like I said, I had a ton of fun with it. Uh, I'm really, really like bound up in If It Hops storytelling right now. Like I love it. I'm like right within this issue and the next issue. So issue 3 and issue 4, you guys are going to get a lot of revelations. So I think it's real intense right now in the storytelling. Um, issue 3 physically should be here to us shortly, but I'm glad everybody enjoyed the digitals for issue 2. So it definitely leads right up into issue 3, which April is doing magnificently at the moment. But
You're
no,
far too kind.
there's so much going on right now. Like I used to take a script and I would only work on one script and I'd be at it for 8 to 14 hours and I'd be done. I'd be done and ready to go. And nowadays we put out so many incredible books that I normally work on one a little bit, then I'll move over to the other one, work on that one for a little bit. Um, it's a different type of process now in my creative uh, element, we'll say. But you've already got a couple issues of each book that are done. I'd like to get another issue done in the next couple weeks or written for Where They Dwell. I think that'd be a lot of fun too. It's trying to keep up with our schedule, guys. If you've noticed, I mean, we do 2 books a month, so uh, you know, changing to that schedule has been a very interesting thing. We've been doing it for a little while now, um, and it's very rewarding though. Like it's a very, very rewarding schedule to be able to see the products, to be able to keep up with the different characters and all that. Um, Again, we've hired some new writers that you guys will start seeing. You may even see some of those new writers write characters that you're familiar with. Um, but we'll see. April, we were sitting in a restaurant, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and she was like,
Was it
um,
Starbucks? It was probably a
I don't
Starbucks.
think it was Starbucks. I'm pretty sure I was drunk. So I think we were at a hotel bar is where we were at.
Oh, were they? Yes, go ahead.
We were at a hotel bar, and she was like, eventually you're not going to be able to write like you write. Eventually you're going to have other people write the characters. And I remember laughing, and then she was like, no, you need to look at people, like look at Lee, look at Silvestri, these guys that had amazing ideas, but then they were doing so much that they had to step back from their own ideas and just handle managerial things. And so I am busting my hump to get as many stories finalized, and if not finalized, set up for you guys for these amazing new writers that'll come on. And like I said, with Dan Wickline is one of like three that we've just brought on recently, and it's going to be phenomenal. Like, it's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, that's kind of trippy to know that that was coming or is
Yeah, it was
coming.
a wild conversation. Like, I'm like looking back, and I'm like, can you see the future?
And now you're like, yeah, Truth Slayer. Overall, just management with the
Right.
taser.
Well, it's interesting but you've been in this industry so long, you can see the industry, you
Yeah.
know? It
Through good and bad. I can't see all the little things, but I know what to keep my where to keep my nose out of. there's
yeah,
a there's a
but
lot of
but
pitfalls.
again, when you've worked in an industry for long enough, you can see where the dominoes are falling, you know? It's an interesting thing,
Totally.
and I am always one to be very grateful for your wisdom and for Bladen's wisdom and for other members of our team that have been doing this a really long time that can, help guide the ship, you know.
Well, thank
It's
you.
really cool.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of everybody involved all the time. So when we start doing more and showing more, it gets more exciting by the day, I think.
I agree. There's a lot of great team members that we have and a lot of excellent product that we're creating, and it's really exciting to see it all kind of come together. But I don't I don't want us to grow so much that we can't see the forest through the trees. I
Absolutely.
want to make sure that we're compartmentalizing and focusing on the ones that we are um, needing to focus on, and make sure that we're bringing the fun where the fun can be had, and the serious storytelling where the serious storytelling needs to be at.
Absolutely.
And um,
Well, you're not going to take me out of my new fun space with Theater 7. I'm loving Theater 7. Like the
okay.
comedic, I just mean the comedic factor of it. You know what I mean? Like even when we get into the whole big snake thing is spoofing a horror movie, I still want to keep the humor in it. You know what I mean?
I think it'd be hilarious. I should probably send Devin a message and just be like, look, at some point, Penny's going to need to be seasoning her popcorn and should season it with some Cajun spice.
You stop. You stop. Um, I love meth, dude. Meth. Um, but no, we've got so much coming out that you guys will be happy with, I think, and get to enjoy seeing and and reading. Oh my gosh. I love that everybody loves those color covers and the beautiful artwork, but open those books, read those amazing books, because people put a lot of time in their hearts to these projects. Um, you know, I mean, April and Bladen are probably going to spend between the two of them 40, 50 hours a piece working on this book. You know, enjoy the beautiful work that they do together, and that's not even counting the hours that David Acampo is going to spend coloring this amazing book. You know, it's a such a multifaceted thing creating a comic book. You know, when you do it in a team space, it's such a huge thing. Like it's such a huge thing. Like you go from the interior line artist going, well, here's all my thumbnails, to going in and actually drawing out the thumbnails, to having somebody ink the thumbnails, to having or ink the actual pages, to then having the colorist go in, and then your letterer and adding your bubbles and just all the amazing stuff. And our letters do so many cool things, from the amazing sound effects to going in and creating the thank you pages and the credits pages, and helping me with bullshit that I don't know how to do. We have such a multifaceted company that it's so much fun. Like it's just, I don't know. I when I first started doing it, I certainly couldn't imagine it being a career, and um, I didn't have enough confidence in myself at that point. And um, going forward, it was like, holy shit, okay, this is cool, this is great, this is amazing, and here we are working with some of the best and brightest in the industry, you know, um, some of the best up and comers, and some of the best, seasoned, maybe not with Creole seasoning, but seasoned vets. It's a phenomenal thing, and I'm grateful. Um, and I'm excited. I'm so excited to show you guys things. Well, what we should do is we should start maybe putting out some questions every week, maybe.
Oh,
Uh,
what kind of
so
questions?
I don't know, just any type of questions that folks have that we can answer, whether it be tips for doing art or tips for writing, or how to, anything they'd like to know, maybe story questions that aren't, not plot breaking questions. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'd be happy to answer these things, because you and the artists are going to do these amazing shows, and I'm just going to be sitting here running off the fucking mouth. So if I can find a type of, I don't know, like a medium to talk about, it'd be good. I don't
Maybe.
know, find something, you know what I mean?
But I'm okay with just like hanging out and
Yeah. Well, I was going to write tonight, um, while we were sitting here,
yeah.
but I can't focus when
Right.
I'm when there's, yeah, because like I'll see what you're doing and I'll go, oh, I want to talk. Like I just won't be able to focus how I would like to focus. Um,
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
that guy that like it used to be my office was downstairs and now it's upstairs, but I shut the door and I cut off the music, and it is literally like, don't talk to dad till he comes out. You know what I mean? Like the only like phone calls I answer are yours, Bladen's, and Heather's. I don't talk. I don't do anything. I get in a zone.
Mm.
It's a very zen space for me. I don't know, because my mind is always going a million miles a minute,
Yeah.
and when I'm trying to write, it's like I try to like funnel that a million miles a minute into
Well,
a direction.
right on. So you do write a lot of, I guess, horror genre, right?
I think so.
So how did you get interested in horror? Like, where did that start?
Oh my god.
Like like was there a particular movie or a story that you read or watched that kind of sparked that interest, that jump scareness or
I don't think so.
thrill?
I don't think it's ever been anything like that. I think that living the life I've lived, I veer into more of a serious type of storytelling. It's like moving into theater 7 and talking and humor and stuff was very, very alien to me. Um,
Hmm.
I had a ton of fun with it and I'm fucking loving it, but it was still very intimidating when I first started working on that book. Um, but no, I don't think so. When I was a kid, I watched I watched a lot of Saturday morning cartoons.
Okay.
Um, but the thing about Saturday morning cartoons when I was a kid, though, is most people would watch your Fox or they'd watch, USA and stuff like that. And I was a big fan of the Sci Fi Network.
Ooh.
So, like, I would see Godzilla movies and the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla show, and Sci-Fi used to do anime on Saturday morning. So, like, I was watching anime at 8 years old and whatnot. I remember watching Akira at 9, you know, Appleseed and stuff, and Bubblegum Crisis and Dragon Ball and whatever else was out at the time. Um, but horror, like, it is adults has always seemed more engaging to me because you have certain emotions, right? You
Uh-huh.
have, and all emotions can be powerful. Fear, though, is one of those emotions that is like tantamount to physical uh, repercussions to your body, right?
Uh-huh.
Like you could be like, "Oh my god, I'm horrified right now," and your body knows it. It's not like happy where you smile because you're happy. That's generally the emotion you get. It's not like you're a dog, your tail's not wagging or anything. Uh, but fear is something that is tantamount. It's almost something that you could hold in your hand. And when it comes to storytelling, I used to. It wasn't scary shows I watched. I read horror novels as a kid. I was a big fan of Stephen King, a big fan of Michael Crichton, Terry Brooks. There's so many um, that I was like, man, this is the type of storytelling I enjoy. I enjoy
Mhm.
very visceral storytelling, and as bright and beautiful as If It Hops is, it's also a very in your face type of storytelling. It's you're definitely not going to see If It Hops on the Disney Channel. You know, but If It Hops reminds me of things that I enjoyed when I was a kid, like Street Sharks and the original Ninja Turtles and Bucky O'Hare, and um, it reminds me of things that I enjoyed, but brought to an adult level,
Mhm.
and again, we don't have any stories that are out for young people currently, but it's like it's one of those things where we create what we create because it fits, right? It fits me, my style of writing to write this. Like when you read um, Theater 7, it still feels like a book I wrote, and I think that's really cool when people tell you that they know that's your writing style. They know that you did that book. That
Mhm.
like Silvestri is still gonna be one of my favorites of all time, like always, and um I think that the witch not the Witchblade, but the Darkness was one of the best good guy in the dark stories you've ever read, you know,
Oh yeah, that was a fantastic book.
right? And so I like things like that. Venom was one of my is still one of well, Venom pre 2010 is still one of my favorite characters ever. Like creatively just amazing. And um, so I like to give you guys characters that I would want to read about. And so if it's dark and gory, cool, yeah. I remember one of the first art projects I did ever. Um, we were supposed to draw a comic strip, and I drew like colonial marines versus aliens in
Ooh,
third grade.
right on.
And I mean, I don't know any other way to describe you've got your origin stories and whatnot, and mine's just always been very in your face comic books. Like the stuff I enjoyed was never, I didn't read like comedy books and stuff. you know it was always indie stuff. I mean, Aliens, Predator, like Batman, like I don't know, it's always been real, again, visceral comic books. So when we started creating comic books, it was like, well, that's what I enjoy, and that's the direction we'll go. Because we can take things that people enjoyed in their youth
Mm-hmm.
and almost age them so they enjoy them where they are now.
Mm. Okay.
And even young readers, like, young adults and stuff, can really enjoy the books that we're putting out because um we're not pulling our punches. I don't think. I think there's only been one story we changed, and that was just smart for us. You know what I mean? It was too much for the world at large, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but outside of that, I thoroughly enjoy the darker storytelling, the because it seems more real to me, I think.
Okay.
Because like right now, speaking about Cretaceous, in shitty situations, not everybody makes it, and a lot of times in storytelling, in comic books especially, we act like it's always a win. Like Clark Kent is always going to make sure that everything turns out okay. But that's not reality, though. That's not even close to how things would really work. You know, like you've got Darkseid beating the shit out of JLA, like constantly, like literally beating the shit out of them, but none of them ever die. When this guy's talking about taking over the world, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that as adults, we're past the concept of the good guy wins all the time. I just don't think we're there anymore. We're seasoned enough to know that things happen, bad things happen. So storytelling where we can give people more visceral storytelling, it makes it to where more easier to accept a story if it makes more sense. Like if a building falls on a lady and she walks up and dusts herself off, that's we're kind of, as a kid you're like, oh man, she made it. As an adult you're going, that's not how that would happen. There's no fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
And we all do it, and it's not even on purpose, but we all do it. We all go, that's not fucking right. You know what I mean? That's not what would have occurred right there. So I think that in telling stories the way we do, it's that much easier to suspend disbelief because we give so much honesty in our storytelling. You know,
Yeah.
like if there's an explosion, it needs to make sense. There needs to be the catalyst to make that explosion happen. We can't just go, hey, look, there was something blew up over there, but why though? But why did it blow up? Well, because there was a gas tank and yada yada. Okay, well that makes more sense. Well, we'll run with that. You know,
Because I said so.
yeah. See, that doesn't it doesn't really work for me that way.
Nah, and I think that's essentially not gonna work for most people anymore.
Right, right. Well, we're again, as you age, you look at the world differently, you know, but you still enjoy the things you enjoyed in your youth. That's like we were joking about the grapefruit the other day, right? Joking about grapefruit. I love grapefruit. Like I'll eat the shit out of grapefruit. And but as a kid, I would have hated grapefruit. Like I absolutely hated grapefruit. And the only way I would eat it is it had like fucking a spoonful of sugar on grapefruit, right?
Helps that medicine go down.
Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh. But now though, I don't like sugar like I liked back then.
I
You know,
know.
like too sweet is too sweet. It's like
Yep.
you don't and the same thing goes for storytelling. You know, if we're too sweet about it, then it's an overabundance of too sweet. That's not to say that you don't want your characters to have wins and victories and be happy, because you want those moments too, but you want them in a way that makes sense. You know, you want them in a way they can enjoy them. Like I just wrote one of the greatest scenes of happiness I've ever written for a comic book for this Halloween book, right? This first issue is Halloween book. And it made me really happy to put it together. Like there's a panel of Eve and Maya um, kissing each other on a couch, and it was such an intimate panel and just such a very loving panel that I was very thrilled with it when I was done with it, you know. So um, I was happy with it. Like I like the characters to be happy too, you know.
You're such a boy.
Okay.
It was real good storytelling. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
making
that
out on the
was.
couch is where it's at. No, that's not what
So there goes like the next 5 covers or something.
yeah, because everybody's gonna read that and be like, "That's what we want to do." That's like that. The scene I wrote for Fallen Leaves with her, the
Everybody in the
walking in
moonlight,
the river.
naked.
Everybody was like, "Oh, there's a naked elf in the river. Let's do that."
Yeah.
Oh, God. At least they got it out of the book, though, right? Like they had to read it to
Like,
find it.
yeah, you're like, oh, they read the story. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Everybody wanted to do the same cover.
Well, it's either that or a bar scene, and nobody wants to do 3-point perspective. Duh.
Oh my God. Oh man.
It's hard. Whatever. Don't judge me.
Don't judge me. I only judge people that don't want to draw feet. Okay.
That's where you draw the line, huh?
That and hair. They want to change hair. I judge that too.
All right, yeah. That's not hard to judge, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, no, I'm just, really happy with that book. I can't wait to get it to you guys. Lots of books coming out, man. Holy cow, we've got lots of books at the printer right now. So we'll get new books here in the next 3 or 4 weeks. We'll ship those out. Like I said, we're shipping out Fallen Leaves right now. So really, really happy about that. I really like them. They're nice people. They've done a lot for us getting us situated and stuff. So do a dill, do a dum a did do. My daughter just sent me a thing that says, "Can you snag a question mark? Luna just broke my Switch charger." What, child? I don't even know what that means.
Can you snag a question mark?
That's literally what it says. I'll be right back. Keep up that awesome dialogue.
Yeah. With the kissing on the couch. Blade and Hunter did these pencil layouts, or the storyboarding layouts. I'm trying to interpret the city that he's created. And since he's done the first 2 issues and preview, it makes sense to certainly take his lead very, very seriously. And so certainly want to do his layouts some justice.
So I guess she had her Switch sitting up on the in front of the TV, and the cat jumped up on the thing and ran across it and yanked the cable out of the Switch and broke the USB charger. So,
because it hit the ground.
well, so it plugs into the wall, right? It plugs the USB plugs into the wall.
Oh, okay.
So the cat ran, pushed the thing off the shelf. So when it fell, all its weight went on that little teeny silver part of a USB charger and bent it. So she's like, "Oh, can you buy me a new one?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Stop breaking stuff.
Blame the cat.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
I get real excited about being able to blame the dog for stuff, but then Mouse is far too honest.
That's funny.
Well, it's adorable because I'm like, blame all bad gas on the dog. No, I farted. I'm like,
Ew.
Okay.
Oh.
Like, are you sure you don't want to blame the dog? We have one now. Nope, that was me. Oh my God. I'm trying to give her an out, and she's just like, "Nope, I'm good."
Jesus. Y'all are horrible.
I
That poor,
okay. What did
he,
I do?
what, that poor baby.
Oh, what?
That poor puppy dog getting blamed.
That. Well, yes, that poor dog.
That fuzzy little fucker.
Oh, no doubt.
I swear he looks like Teddy Ruxpin. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm past giving a shit about any other. That dog looks like Teddy fucking Ruxpin, and I want to put a little cassette tape in his chest.
Aww.
Especially now that you gave him a haircut.
I haven't done it yet. I want to so
Well, it
bad.
looks like it. He looks like goddamn Friar Tuck.
Oh man, I tell you what, he's definitely like I've definitely chopped his eyebrows off, but it was like not just. I was hoping that would make him less fearful outside. Being able to see or whatever.
Right on.
But yeah, no. So yeah, the vet had to pluck his little ear hair and give him a medicine treatment because he was getting a little bit of a like a yeasty infection in his ear because he's got so much hair. It was trapping whatever germs. Anyway, yeah, like they gave him a treatment and was like, yes, no wet head for like 2 weeks. And so that ban will be lifted come this Thursday. And I'm just going to take him in to get shorn like a little sheep. It's going to be amazing. No. He's just going to be like...
He's going to leave like a lion thing around his neck.
Oh my gosh. Well, no. I really want to do the Stegosaurus cut though.
No.
Yes. I do.
That baby's gonna look silly as fuck.
Cute.
Big.
Whatever. He's got enough hair. He could hold it.
Oh my gosh.
With style.
With pizzazz.
Nah, he's like... We ran into his mom just, like 2 days ago, and she's been shorn as well. And I'm like, you look so cool, just like nice and breezy, because like literally no hair. Like it's like what, 1/4 of an inch long or something right now. And I'm like, oh, you look like you are just loving this. Anyway, yeah. For sure. Compared to my poor little like static electrified little baby. Yeah. Oh man, I feel for him. He has too much hair.
I feel for him too.
Yep. So
poor thing, getting run over by the chair and...
Oh my gosh, I felt so bad. He was fine though.
He's okay. Don't worry about him. He's
in resilience. I am surprised.
He's resilient. He made it.
He did. So like he's gotten to like I was being lazy and I felt bad about being in my art desk for 12 hours at a time or something stupid. Right. And so I let him free range. I blocked off the stairwell so he couldn't go upstairs and be extra.
To be extra.
Man, he goes up there.
He's an extra baby.
Whatever. Like I went up there to put laundry in the wash, and he like dead looked at me in the eye and like piddled on the ground. I was like, no, not on the carpet. What you get. Right? So you. He has like 0 fucks to give, and I love him. He's cute, but look, no, that's not how we play this game.
Like, I run shit here, Mom.
Oh man, that's why he goes into baby jail.
Ask Mouse. You don't run nothing.
That's right. So anyway, yeah, so he had laid at my feet, and I had mentioned just like an hour before, oh man, I love him, but I worry that I'm going to run right over his hair with the roller of my the art desk or my chair or whatever. And everybody just kind of laughed or maybe moved on. Like, I don't think it really took any weight. And then, sure as the world, I'm
I
like,
felt so
oh my
bad.
God, I killed him. No, not really, but just one of those things where like the yip was so pronounced and
It's so sad.
so shocking. And I instantly was like, oh, my baby.
Right?
Think of the children kind of moment.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I felt terrible, but he was fine. I think I just caught some hair, but that sometimes hurts worse than anything. So he's
Oh
all
yeah.
right.
The little stuff hurts worse than anything else. So
Oh man, right? So
no, I'm with you on that.
yeah, with him in solidarity, absolutely. But nah, he's just ornery little baby.
Ornery little baby.
Yeah.
Oh, why did this file not come out right? It gave me a RAR, and I didn't want a RAR.
You didn't want a RAR?
I did not.
I don't know what a RAR. What?
An RAR file.
RAR. Okay. You and your engineering talk or whatever.
You know what? It's just a RAR.
All right.
I wonder if I can download them individually. Well, you're gonna upload them anyway, so I'm not fucking worried about it.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
these Derek Tipton covers is what I was talking about.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I got you.
Like I was trying to fucking um, get one of
Nah,
them to
I'll
put on Instagram,
oh, okay.
and it did not want to.
Is it RAR'd?
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't want to have to unpack a fucking folder.
That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, well, the files are big because they're TIFF files and stuff in there. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take care of it. I didn't have time earlier
well,
and
I'm in love with that fucking Derek Tipton cover. So whatever.
good.
I mean, he killed the fucking the normal and the wild covers. So yeah,
I should probably label this, but while I'm thinking of it.
I just saw the Mog Park cover,
Oh yeah.
but I don't think it's the one you wanted me to see. So
Okay.
we'll see. It's a low res. It's not a high res file.
Oh well, no. The high res will come probably tomorrow or the next day, whenever.
How does that work? So teach me there, senpai. How does it work when you've already colored a file
Uh-huh.
and it's a low res? How do you get that color over to the high res? You got to color it all again?
No.
Oh,
You have layers and you do the layer. So you replace the low resolution layer underneath it.
I see. Very cool.
I mean, it's fine.
No, I appreciate you sharing because I didn't know that's how that worked.
Oh no, he'll send us the high res once payday comes.
Oh, right on. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
Nothing but a thing.
That
Something
thing.
like a chicken wing.
Oh yeah.
I love that cover so much.
What?
The Zai cover, it just
Oh yeah.
it screams traditional, and I don't know, I really like it.
Cool.
I mean, traditional for what type of book it is.
Right.
Like if it was, and so does that fucking. She needs to stay on every My Metal Girl cover we do.
What?
The Tina Valentino cover.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So
yeah.
and the colors on that.
Yeah, I've been wanting to use Yelena, and it was just the perfect opportunity to get them both on.
Can you describe to Russ when you get the time what we were talking about doing with that cover and the foils and stuff? Because I
Uh,
know that he has no clue.
uh, okay.
Okay, your champion.
I don't even really remember.
That was the one we talked about cutting her out of in the front.
Oh, that, yeah, doing the spot foil of just
Yeah,
her, and then
yeah,
putting the rest of it that iridescent hollow foil background.
yeah, yeah. I like it a lot. You're a champion.
Okay.
Champion.
Well, I mean, all you have to do is just show him the if it hops card and be
That's a
like,
good
we're
idea
gonna do
too.
this, but with that.
I like it.
Bunny equals girl, background equals holofoil. Meow.
With it,
Perfect example.
110%.
Yeah.
You know what irritates me about fucking about Instagram?
Everything.
No, I like Instagram for the most part, but I
Oh,
can
okay.
never put a full size image on Instagram.
I can never do just like text right without a picture.
I can't either. But all my images they get cut up like every single one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Like it's a weird ratio or something.
Right? Like
Clackety clack clack clack.
yeah, well, I have to have a metal key or bleh.
My metal keyboard.
Yeah. Why can't I think of what this kind of keyboard is called now?
Clackety clack clack keyboard.
No, it's a
Someday I'm gonna get my pink slip.
whatever. I can't think of what they're called.
The clackety clack clack.
Yeah, basically. It's not a normal keyboard. I like the whatever.
With the clack.
Yep. Reminds me of a
Rather than having
typewriter.
the cheeks clack, it's the keyboard clack.
No, the cheeks you gotta make them clap. The keyboard clacks with the cheeks clap.
Oh, okay. I'm sure that you could come up with like a t-shirt slogan for it.
I'm already working on t-shirts.
I know.
I if I get too many, it'll be crazy.
Well, that I remember coming on to your company, and you had like a crazy amount of covers and like just, I don't know, chaos. And I just feel like, that's kind of like your wheelhouse, man.
You think so?
A little bit.
A little bit of shenanigans.
Right, right. You just, just enough to go,
I'm sorry you can hear me clicking.
Why? I like the clackety clack.
That sounds strange.
Okay.
No, I mean like it sounds strange to me that other people can hear me typing.
Oh.
I don't know. It's weird to me. We go live on Friday. Eric. No, he's got an Instagram.
What?
No, Derek's got an Instagram.
Oh, he does?
Doesn't he?
I don't know.
Whatever.
You just have to spell his name correctly.
Yeah, I'm probably not doing that right.
Derr.
ICK.
Yep.
Tipton. Tipton.
Yep. He doesn't do much on social media though, so I don't know.
That's what I put on there, and it didn't. Whatever. I'm just gonna write his fucking name.
There you go. Well, you got his email now, so you can just plug in the email and have it populate.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Not just a pretty face.
Yeah, there you go. So I know that Bladen is doing a T-shirt with Agent C doing that little heart hand thing.
Sure.
And I know he's doing one with Rhea in a bathing suit, like splashing toward whoever's looking at the shirt. That'll be cute.
Okay.
Okay.
It's in the same vein as like sitting on a couch kissing. So, I mean, yeah. Genius to print.
I'm the smart.
Oh my God.
Man. I'm not coming on here with you anymore without an adult.
Oh, well, okay.
Hashtag.
Just reminds me of like a Mel Brooks skit when he's like, "That's great. Now give me 10 of them."
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Where do I sign? I'm just gonna keep signing. Just yeah.
Oh my God. There were boobs there. Give me more boobs. Boobs or boobs.
I think that was like a scene in Blazing Saddles with the secretary with the huge knockers.
Oh my gosh. Like the lady at Taco Bell? Gosh.
Oh my gosh. We're on Baja Blast.
I got something for you
Yeah,
to blast.
okay.
Jesus.
What else you got?
These bad boys. It was, oh.
You got hot sauce? Yeah, honey. Oh.
I need an adult. Oh man.
Trying to stare at her eyes. It was so
Yeah, you're just
hard.
like you're trying to be respectful and you're just like the buttons are popping off that thing every second.
I got within an inch of his life. I was just waiting for the dramatic release.
Whoa.
What?
I just saw Chad Harden's new cover
Okay.
and it's awesome.
Good.
Speaking of Chad Harden, isn't he working with Ethereal here shortly?
I don't know. Stay tuned.
Ruh-roh.
You just give out all the goody treats. I'm gonna put you in your timeout corner.
Dude, it is
You can't
12:02
even.
in the morning. No, there's like 2 or 3 people watching right now. They're not telling folks the goody treats.
Lies. Those are good goody treats. Shame corner.
I know people are excited about more Agent K, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you get to draw her naked here shortly.
I can't wait to get you fined.
You're not going to get to do that on Twitch. No, ma'am.
Cut the stream.
I don't think that's going to happen. All right, I was looking for a link. Is what I was looking for.
I'm looking for a cup.
Actually, I got a cup. Now I just need. All right. Copy, paste.
Got the heart on college.
Yeah, a lot of people think that's funny.
Do you not think it's funny?
No, I think it's funny.
Oh, okay. I was like, Easter egging it up. I got consent.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I need her underwear to have like Go Beavers on it.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I'm sorry.
It's,
Actually,
no, it's funny as fuck.
I should have his. I should have his say that on there.
Oh my gosh.
He's so funny.
Well, you could, you got to draw his like little apartment in the back of the gym, so you can put whatever you want on the walls and shit.
Too late. I already put those through. They've been colored already.
Have they really?
Sure.
Wow, you're not even that far ahead on pencils yet.
Well, this is page 9.
Yeah, but that's like page 15 or 16, I think.
Oh, well, excellent. So yeah, we're not there yet. Okay.
No, you were doing her apartment where they fall out the window.
Oh, it's her apartment?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have like gusted up a little bit.
Yeah. No, she's pretty normal unless she's around him. Like I said, she's pretty sweet, no nonsense type of deal. Unless it comes to him, she's very the giant lioness becomes a tiny pussy when it comes to that character. Which is I love the interaction, the different the way she treats him versus the rest of the world is amusing to me. All right, so go Instagram. Man, what a great concept.
Instagram?
No, the Derek Tipton cover. It's the only
Oh, yeah.
time I've ever looked at a cover and been like, why didn't I think of that? Most of the time, I'm normally on it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on it. And that particular cover, I was literally like, why didn't I catch that?
Yeah, no, he did a super duper good job. I'm very pleased. I'm like, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah. Super good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely thrilled to be working with him. There's a lot of I love all our team, but it every now and then somebody will come up and you'll be like, whoa, just is that guy?
It is that guy.
Yes, I am he who is known as that guy.
The dude.
Right, exactly. Oh my gosh.
And I too like to carry around a glass of milk.
Oh my god. Mess.
What?
Mess.
That's wholesome.
It is
Or
wholesome.
whole milk. I don't know. Whatever. Just
yeah,
my coffee's working.
yeah.
I'm clever.
Oh my goodness.
Oops.
Oh man.
What?
I got a to-do list of things right now that I'm trying to plug away at.
Ooh. I like to-do lists. They make me feel like I'm productive. It's good time.
Oh my gosh.
What?
No,
Man,
I don't like them because it means my shit is piled up enough to give me a list.
dude, yeah, I'm about to start doing lists come this weekend.
I'm like, there's a list. Ah, fuck me.
No, I've got 4 active projects going on all at the same time. We've got Mermaid, Junicorn, If It Hops Interiors, and sketch cards for Fifinity. And
Didn't they just
all
get
of
put on a cool project, Fifinity? Didn't they just get thrown on something really cool?
man, they all the cool stuff. They let me play in the big sandbox this time for sure.
I thought I read something the other day as well. I was
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. There's like 4 I want to say 4 sets that they sent me all in one go, like one package. I'm like, "Whoa. That's heft. That's got heft to it."
oh my God.
And so one of them is Pillow and Lucky, and I've been wanting to draw Pillow and Lucky in forever. And so this morning, I think it was right before I went to go grab some birthday present toys that I like pre-ordered, I woke up with like 2 or 3 ideas and was like, "Ah, this feels so good to be inspired to do some fun stuff."
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, so
Did I send you the cards with the stickers and the cards?
yeah,
Okay, I couldn't remember.
you you know what? It'll be fine.
What? What did I?
I want the carrot bullet one.
Oh, that's right. I have to order more of those, so I will.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, he
No,
forgot.
I just didn't have those. Like, literally didn't have those.
Oh, no worries. The ones that you did send are so cute.
They're
No,
fun, though.
I'm very fortunate, very blessed to have gotten them, and they will be going
No,
on my
I
luggage.
just wanted to make sure that I sent them.
Yes, yes, yes. And
I can never
the
remember what
oh
I've
no,
sent over.
no. I seriously, a huge thank you for sending them to me and the blanks and stuff. I can't wait to sit down and work on a few of them. Now, let me know if there are uh Kickstarter assignments or whatever, like blank orders or anything that I need
Yeah, I
to
will for sure.
fulfill. Because I know that
You didn't
there's
have any with
one
this
or
one.
two, but I couldn't remember if there was any for Theater 7 or um I can't
None
remember.
for Theater 7.
Huh?
Um, none for Theater 7, no.
Okay.
What and none for Fallen Leaves
Okay.
and none for BTD. It was after the most recent ones you have are after those.
Okay. So yeah,
So
just let me know whatever
no,
I
man,
like.
those are for you. I'll send you ones for the work stuff whenever
Oh, no worries. I just want to
you
make
work.
sure that I wasn't missing anything. I have to
Yeah. Right on.
You want to hear something cool?
Hmm.
I get to do the back design of a Kurt Russell set.
That's what I had read about the Kurt Russell thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I told Bianca I am just gonna have him like all like naked and stuff, and she's like, "You're not." I'm like, "Okay, wink, wink."
It's gonna be big trouble in a little card town.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait. I'm so excited because she actually
So
knows him.
does she? That's funny.
Yeah.
So that company that we've put in a bid for, right? Yeah,
Uh,
you know what I'm talking about.
sure.
The company that we're waiting to hear back from.
Oh, that.
You're right.
Hmm.
So they have a funny thing that they do, and it's called sexy man pose.
Sexy man hose.
Pose?
Pose. I
Uh-huh.
like my version better.
I imagine that. But so Bladen and I were sitting and talking about what kind of stickers we would make for them today if things pan out the way we want them to.
Uh-huh.
And we were doing it. We're gonna have their characters do the sexy man pose across the name of the book and whatnot
Ooh.
for stickers. I thought it'd
Yeah.
be funny. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Can't
Sexy
wait.
man pose. Yeah.
I could totally see a sexy man hoe just being like, look at this beefcake right here. Mwah.
Well, we need
how
to do
about how
another
about
Ricky.
how about if I point in this direction? Oh no, right back at me.
That's
Yes.
like that the Devin Massey BGD cover on the front.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I giggled and blushed a little bit whenever he was like, I did this just for you. I was like,
That's hilarious.
perfect.
No, we need to do another Ricky cover here soon.
People down the street with Kate calling C. What?
What?
What? Hmm. Murph?
You're my dog.
Murph?
Silly dog.
Murph?
She's a silly thing.
She is. She's fine. I just think it's funny because like Angelus's head has reared. He's like, "What? What are you saying? I don't know. I must know."
That's funny.
The poor dog.
Oh my goodness. Dogs are silly.
Are they?
Mine are.
Sounds like you're leveling up over there.
Yeah, Instagram is starting to ping a little bit.
Ah, sweet. Hello, all insomniacs. Go
Yeah.
forth and follow this page.
I put the link up for the Kickstarter that goes live on Friday.
Oh, score. Have you plugged the If It Hops one?
Yeah, I did it yesterday. I try not to flood people. I think that's what gets me fucking shadow banned. I'll probably plug that one again tomorrow on 20 or 30 different pages.
Yeah.
And then I'll plug this one again on Friday. Or probably do it Thursday and then Friday night.
Sure.
Something like that. Oh my gosh, there's a new Yeti mug out from Engine. Ugh.
That looks like a popcorn bucket.
And it's a Starbucks fucking thing. I'm gonna need you to get that for me when you see it.
I'm sorry, what?
And I'll pay you back. I know you
Yes.
live at Starbucks, and Starbucks is now selling a Jurassic Park Yeti, and I'm gonna need it.
Oh, send me a picture.
Well,
Although you may want to try it inside of the Target Starbucks.
do they have them there?
I don't know, but they had some really cool looking mugs and I don't know, the cold ones that have the lids and the straw, like
I'm
cup
very close
cups.
to giving up on popcorn buckets, though, madam.
Are you?
Well, it's because everybody buys them out before you can even get there to buy them, and then when you get there, it's like they're like they're all gone. Then you go to buy them, aftermarket.
So you're gonna need to like have Eden get a summer job at the
Yeah, here in a couple of years. Yeah,
years. like we're just gonna lie about your age. No.
yeah,
This isn't about you. This is about me and how
that's
I can benefit. No, don't worry about child labor. It's fine.
That's it. I need that fucking mug or that
Yeah.
popcorn bucket.
Like, look, here's the release schedule. Here's when you're gonna work, and this is what you're gonna get me. Yay.
That's it. Just, and then you can quit as soon as you get my bucket, and then you can go rehire because they're always looking for people to work there.
Yeah. Well, it's a summer job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna move on to the next panel because I don't know what that is. Aw, damn. That's what that is. I got like ink on here and it's making a mess. It's bullshit is what it is.
Damn bullshit.
It is awful bullshit.
Why did it sound like a fork downstairs?
What does a fork sound like?
Like on the ground, like when you drop a utensil?
Specifically a fork.
I don't know why I said a fork, but utensil. Why does it sound like a utensil just fell?
Oh my, there's some cutlery afoot.
Yes, because Heather's asleep, the little dude's asleep.
The cat is probably prowling around wondering why you aren't on his
Yeah.
on
Why am I not
for
in
him
his
to get
line
you.
of sight to throw shit at me?
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
Picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
like the silverware that you can hear from 3 rooms away.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, I'm wrong.
You're absolutely correct. I was not. Definitely was not saying you were wrong. Oh my goodness. Silly. All right. Well, I am going to take the evening meds and call it a night. I think it's a little late for me. I'm starting to get a little bleh.
Are we doing this nightly for?
Yeah, we can start doing this. We'll do it again tomorrow night and so on and so forth.
All of it. Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to end the broadcast and April can keep doing her thing and it'll save it if you guys want to watch it later.
Sweet. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Later.